Hi, I'm Dr. Shannon Curtis, and I'm here to talk about acne and emotions. So not just the emotions that acne can stir in us, but how we have to heal the emotional landscape within us in order to heal our skin. And so the reason I say this is because in my work with hundreds of patients and online clients, and with my own healing journey with acne, I realized that healing the nervous system, healing our inner experience of our thoughts and our emotions is a critical, essential part of healing the skin. So think of it this way. Your skin is like your nervous system turned inside out. It is a representation of your inner emotional landscape. And when I work with those with acne, I find that there is something deep within us that's asking to be healed. By the time it's gotten to our face, right? By the time it's gotten to our skin, there's something within us that has been unearthed that needs to be addressed, some deep inner wound that is now asking for us to face, to be healed. And we can often trace this back to when acne first started, and sometimes we can't. Sometimes we have to just ask us, okay, what is acne bringing up for me right now? What is acne triggering within me that needs to now be healed? That is the wisdom of our bodies. But like I said earlier, sometimes we can trace it back to when our acne first started. What was going on in our life? Was there some theme that was set? Was there some pattern set in motion? Something that we felt so deeply that really was stored in our body, and our body is now ready to heal from it. And so for my own personal example, my own acne started just 3 months after I stopped the birth control pill. And we know that for many women who stop hormonal birth control, acne can be a side effect as the body adapts with the hormone fluctuations and everything. So yes, absolutely, there were physical root causes. But around that same time was when I had just gotten out of an abusive relationship. And I was dealing with so much anger, so much resentment, so much guilt and shame, and a lot of really tough, deep, intense emotions. And there was a lot of blame too. I had a lot of blame towards myself. Like, how did I get in this situation? Towards my ex-partner, blame towards the people in my life that were seeing what was going on and yet didn't seem to help me or didn't want to help me. And so anger and blame were really big emotions that I was dealing with at the time. And I found this to be the case with so many of my patients and clients with acne, that anger and blame are some of those deep emotional wounds that are just right now asking to be healed. Like, think of acne, right? Acne, these little red mounds on your face, these volcanic eruptions of cysts and pimples. The redness, the swelling, the pain, the inflammation is literally a physical manifestation of anger, like these little angry outbursts. And my skin would feel really, really angry when I would have my breakout. And so I knew that, okay, my skin feels angry. Where is this anger coming from? And I started to trace it back to when my acne first started, and something clicked. I realized that there were these deeper emotional wounds that really did need to be healed. And on a physical level, anger does impact our health. Like, anger and these emotions impact our body. They're stressful, right? It's not that these emotions are bad. We need these quote unquote negative emotions to have a human experience and be able to work through and grow and change and evolve. And so it's not to say that these emotions are bad. It's just how we respond to them, how we move that energy through us. That is the lesson here. And when we store it, when we suppress it, when we push it down and we ignore it, or we don't have a good outlet in order to navigate our inner emotional landscape, that's when problems can arise. And from a holistic perspective, anger actually can go in and tense up different organs, especially the liver, and create what we call in holistic medicine liver stagnation, where the liver doesn't properly metabolize and detoxify. And we know, well, if you've been following me for a while, or if you're into a holistic approach to your health, you probably know that the liver plays a key role in your health and healing, especially when it comes to acne. And so we can see the emotional correlation here too, with just the organ systems in the body and the emotions that you're experiencing. And so some questions to reflect on with this: where does anger pop up in your life, right? Not saying that you may be experiencing it, but I gather if you're a human, there are times when you have experienced anger. Where does this come up for you? Do you find yourself suppressing anger, pushing it down? Can you relate this back to anything? Maybe perhaps around the time your acne first started. And the other thing to think about with that, on the flip side of that coin, is blame. So is there any part of you that's blaming yourself, blaming your body for having acne, blaming other people in your life, blaming situations? And when it comes to blame and anger, a big part of working through that is, one, moving the energy through, having an outlet for expressing ourselves. And then the other side of that is forgiveness, really working through, how can you forgive yourself? Who do you need to forgive? What does that practice look like? And how can you incorporate that on a daily basis so that you can truly heal deeper than skin deep? If you enjoyed this video, had any big takeaways, please let me know down below. I know this concept of your emotional landscape and your nervous system and how it relates to your skin may be a big, big topic for you. But if you had any big takeaways, want me to dive further into this topic, let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to like and subscribe if this was helpful. Thanks for watching.